Okay, in this video we're going to do the final assembly of the floor. Place the acetates in, put the floor in, and put the ceiling in. Definitely put the manger in before the ceiling. So I'll show you the pieces that you have. So the floor is a raised floor, so that when we put it in there, it brings the floor right up to the frame. And remember, we did these so that they would look like they're standing on the floor. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to take this piece here, fold it, bring a little corner in, right? Fold this, bring a little corner in, fold this, bring a little corner in, fold it, bring a little corner in, fold it, bring a little corner in, fold it, and this corner is going to go on the inside. Okay? Bring a little corner in. And then basically you're going to go around the corners. You're going to go around the corners and you're going to add a little bit of glue there, and then you're going to take and match it up so that it's even. Hold it with your finger for a few seconds, and go on to the next one. Add a little glue on the inside tab. Again, bring that one up. And what you're going to end up doing is you're going to end up coming up with a box like this. Okay? So that becomes the very bottom. Next thing you're going to do is take this piece here, which is your floor, and bend it. It's already got tape on it. If you get a batch that doesn't have tape, you can see where the tape goes. Okay. And basically what that's going to do is that's going to go over the top, like that, and make a box. It's going to end up making that. All right, so best way to do that is to take your tape and just expose a little bit of the tape so you can get it even. The hexagon is nice and even. If it isn't, it won't fit in the gazebo very well. Okay. Now you start at one end, match up the paper. There, just touch it, go around the corner, bring this one in, and see the corners line up. You just take that and touch it, around the corner, touch this one, around the corner, touch this one. They're just slightly sticking, but we just want to try and get as even as we can. And then you can see where it needs to be placed. Okay, and I can pull tape off of one side, bring it down, run my finger across, you can see it's even. Pull this one off, it's even. Pull this one off. Oops, let's get this one loose, move it over. Move this one over. Okay, so now we've got the box. See? Looks like this one right here. Next thing is you're going to want to take the cork, which we're using for ground. You want to make sure it's going to fit evenly, right? And just take a little bit of this off because it's very tacky. Okay? See how tacky it is? Fold it over. And get the other sides all even. The floor. It looks like that's going to do it right about there. Okay. So now the floor is in there on the one side. Now you can take that, pull it off, and as you pull it off, just run your finger on the other side. I'm running my finger over here so it's even. There, okay? Now we got the ground. Next step is going to be, we want to take on the inside, oops, got my hair in there. Okay, on the inside here we want to pull up the glue all the way around. Okay. So now I'm going to take the acetate. Make sure we got it bent nice. Put it in there. Okay. So it fits all the way down there. Okay. Let's see. Edges. Okay, so now that's in there, you can see. Okay. Take the front and put it in there. Okay, fit right down in the slot there. Okay, so now we got that all done. In place. Now we can take the ground, open this up, take the ground and just drop it down there little by little. Remember, it's going to hold the acetate in place, so got to make sure we get it in there. Get this over here. Whoops. Okay, that'll work too. All right. Now, just push down little by little. Try to get as even as you can, so you can see the hexagon is filling in, right? Okay. And it's touched. It's now touched. 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 And you can go down. Okay. Now we got our ground. And if you look at the pictures, you look at the decals, all the decals look like they're standing on the ground. All right, so now we turn it around, see where the front was. This was the front. Now we can't put the ceiling in yet, because if we put the ceiling in, we can't get the manger in. So the next step is the manger. And I'm just going to fit it in there to make sure it fits where I want it. Okay, it's going to fit in there, and it should fit side to side, right? Fit side to side. Oh, I got my head in there. Sorry. Okay. Now, I'm just moving it around to get that hex to come together, right? Okay. What we want to do is now we're going to pull this back out again because it slides in there. Pull it back out, and we're going to touch it with some glue on the bottom, just so that it sticks to the ground. Just a little dab here. Just want it to stick to the ground. Take that, put it back in. And fit it down in there. Okay. Make sure it's even. A little bit of pressure down onto the ground, the back, and in the front. Just hold it there just for a few seconds to make sure that it's sticking. Okay. Now we got our manger scene. Now, what we want to do is put our ceiling in. And basically, the ceiling goes in the same way as it does in all the other gazebos at this point. What we're going to do is that ceiling is going to hold, again, go on the inside of the acetate. So we'll bring it down in there. And the way to do this is get it down in there, and then see this piece right here? I'm going to bring that snug right up against here. I'm going to pull this tab off first. Okay. Get that guy back in there. There. Okay. I'm going to bring that right up. I don't want to go in there. Okay. Now we got it. I'm going to line that paper up right up here. See where I'm lining up? Right across here, I'm lining it up evenly. When I got it even, just push down on that guy, and it's in place. I'm going to go to the other side, adjust this inside, the acetate. Okay. Take this one off. Again, I'm lining up the corners right across here. Line it up nice and even. Press it in. There. Okay. Line this. Oops. Take these tabs off now. And it's got to go on the inside of the acetate. Okay. Do this. Line it up. This procedure is exactly the same as it is for the regular gazebo. At this point in time, all we're doing is following the end assembly for the gazebo. Okay. If the guy was here, we'd just go ahead and do it. Okay. And then once it's done, you just go around, put some pressure on it so it's nice and even. And you can see now, in no way I'm going to get the manger out of there. That's why the ceiling couldn't be done until the manger was in there. Okay. So the light module is the same for the regular gazebo. So this one's already made, so I'll leave this one alone. Okay. And now we've got our roof. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do this. Oops. On the regular gazebo, I actually am folding the tapes over before I do this, but on this one, I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. Because you don't really want to touch anything to this tape because it'll kind of stick it permanently. Okay. Now, the roof, I'll be really, really careful to get the corners on. Okay, so this is the corner. See, I'm fitting the corner over the top of that. There. Whoops. There. I'm going to do this one there. Sorry, some of it's already over. Okay. Looks like it's all over. Okay, so now it's all in there. I take my finger and run it around to make sure tape has really touched the roof on there. Okay, there is your Nativity gazebo. Do this. Turn the lights on. Now you can see. Finished product. There you go. Now you can enjoy it.